My dear children, how are you? I hope you are fine. You are going to write your quarterly examination, that is periodic test 1. Okay. Your maths portion is the 3 chapters: the fish tail, shapes and angles, and harmony squares. These are the 3 chapters for your quarterly examination. And see here children, this is your question pattern. Choose 10 marks. 10 into 1, 10 marks. And fillers for 5 marks. 5 into 1, 5 marks. And match 5 marks. 5 into 1, 5 marks. And 3 marks you have to answer 5 questions. You have the choice question. Okay. You have totally 6 questions. Among the 6 questions you have to answer for 5 questions. So 5 into 3, 15. Similarly, you have 5 marks for 4 questions. Among the 4 questions, you have to answer 3 questions. So 3 into 5, 15. So totally you have 50 marks. So you are going to write the exam for 50 marks. Okay. Let us first revise the first chapter. In the unit test 1, we have already revised that chapter. So once again, we are going to revise it now. You also revise the unit test 1 question paper children. Okay. First, we are going to see the place value in Indian system of dimension. Why we are recalling this place system is in the word problem you are going to use this terms. That's why we are recalling. Okay. First one, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. How can we write the number 1, 10, and then you have to add one more zero with 10, you get 100. If you add one more zero with 100, you get 1000. Similarly, we are writing all those numbers. Okay. Thus, we have written the numbers for the place value. Now, we are going to observe the 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, and 10 crores. Okay. See here, 1000 contains how many zeros? 3 zeros. Okay. 10,000 contains how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros it contains. See, lakhs contains how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Lakhs contains 5 zeros. So 10 lakh contains how many zeros? 6 zeros. So crore contains how many zeros? 7. So 1 crore. You can also write it as 1 crore equal to. Okay. So 1 crore contains how many zeros? 7 crores. So 10 crores contains how many zeros? 8 zeros. It's clear children? Lakh contains how many zeros? 5 zeros. 10 lakh contains 6 zeros. 1 crore contains 7 zeros. Based on these zeros, you have one more question. So listen carefully. See here, now I have written the relation. See here, 1 lakh equal to 100,000. How we are writing this? Observe the lakh. 1 lakh equal to, here we are written the number. Round of the 3 zeros. 3 zeros along with 1 we made it as 1000. So hide these 3 zeros. Remaining we have 100. Thus 1 lakh equal to 100,000. Similarly, shall we write 10 lakh in thousands? 10 lakh equal to hide the 3 and round the 3 zeros and hide it. Remaining we have 1000. So 10 lakh contains 1000 thousands. Okay. Similarly, we have written here 1 lakh equal to 100,000. And 1 lakh contains how many zeros? 5 zeros. 10 lakh contains 6 zeros. 1 crore have 7 zeros. 10 crore have 8 zeros. Next children, we are going to see one important formula. See here. Distance equal to speed into time. If you want to calculate the distance means you have to multiply the value of speed with time to get the value of distance. Okay, let us see one example sum. Speed of your boat is 20 km per hour. How far it travels in 3.5 hours? Okay, what is given in the question is your boat is traveling at a speed of 20 km in 1 hour, and the question they are asking is how far it travels for 3.5 hours. Okay, we are going to calculate the distance by splitting the time as 3 plus okay, we are splitting the 3.5 hours as 3 plus half an hour. Okay, first we are going to calculate the distance traveled by the boat for 3 hours. Okay, see here, speed of your boat is 20 km per hour. Okay, what is the speed of the boat? Speed of the boat is 20 km per hour. What is the formula? Distance equal to speed into time. So to calculate the distance, you have to multiply the speed by time. Here first we are going to calculate the distance traveled by the boat for 3 hours. So first we are writing distance traveled by the boat in 3 hours equal to, here first we have to write the speed. What is the speed of the boat? 20. And what is the time? 3 hours. So we are multiplying the speed by time. You get the answer as a distance. So what is the answer? 60. So here you have to write the unit of distance. In the question they given the unit as kilometer. So here you have to write the unit as kilometer. Thus your answer is 60 kilometer. Thus the distance travelled by the boat in 3 hours is 60 kilometer. In the question they asked 3.5 hours. So next we are going to calculate the distance travelled by the boat in half an hour. Okay. See how we can calculate distance travelled by the boat in 1 hour is 20 kilometer. We have to calculate distance travelled by the boat in half an hour. Okay. Here 3 means if we are multiplying the speed by 3. Here how can we write the half? 1 by 2. So you have to multiply the speed by half. Okay. This is speed. This is time. So we have to 2 is in the denominator and 2 is in the numerator. So we are going to cancel it. That is dividing the 20 by 2. 1 2 is 2. 10 2s are 20. So your answer is 10 kilometer. Thus in the half hour the boat travelled the distance 10 kilometer. In 3 hours it travelled 60 kilometers. So we are writing totally distance travelled by the boat in 3.5 hours is equal to 60 kilometer plus 10 kilometer equal to 70 kilometers. Is it clear, children? Let us see one more sum. Jansi took a loan for rupees 20,000. Okay. She paid back totally rupees 24,000. Jansi take how much amount as a loan? 20,000. And she paid rupees 24,000 to the bank in how many days? In 1 year. In 1 year she paid 24,000. And what is the question? How much did she? Here. How much did she pay back every month? Here you are going to calculate the amount paid by the Jansi every month. Okay, it's clear, children? What is the loan amount? 20,000. We don't worry about this loan amount. Okay, we have to include the values the paid by the Jansi is 24,000. We have to take this amount only. Okay, what is the amount paid by the Jansi in 1 year? 24,000. In 1 year we have how many months? 12 months. Okay, for whole year she is paying 24,000. That is for 12 months she is paying 24,000. Means for 1 month she will pay how much amount? How can you calculate? You have to divide the total amount by number of months. Because 1 year contains 12 months. So you have to divide the 24,000 by 12. So forget the zeros. Divide the 24 by 12. 2 4s are 24. Remember 0. Add the 3 zeros with 2. You get rupees 2,000. Thus Jansi paid rupees 2,000 in every month. It's clear, children? Next we are going to revise the chapter shapes and angles. Okay, what are the angles we have seen? Types of angles: acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle. What is mean by acute angle, children? Angles which are less than 90 degree are called acute angle. What is mean by right angle? That 90 degree is called right angle. What is mean by obtuse angle? Angle greater than 90 but less than 180 degree are called obtuse angle. What is mean by straight angle? That 180 degree is called straight angle. Okay, definitely you have to memorize all the types of angles. Okay, next we are going to see here, children. Here we have written capital alphabets here. See, what is the first letter? L. What type of angle do you found in this letter? See here. What is the type of this angle? Yes, it is a right angle. See here, this is the alphabet letter T. What is the type of angle you are seeing here? This is a right angle. What is the right angle? 90 degree. This is alphabet Z. What type of angle you are seeing here? What type of angles these are? Yes, acute angle. See here. What type of angle these are? In the letter M, what type of angle you are seeing? Acute angle. See the last letter B. What type of angle you are seeing here? Yes, it is acute angle. See the number 4. What type of angle you are seeing in the number 4? See here. This is a right angle. In the number 7 you are seeing right angle. In the number 5 you are seeing right angle. Clear, children? Okay. Next we are going to see Concept of closed shape and open shape. What is mean by closed shape? If all the sides of the shapes are joined means then we can call the shape as a closed shape. See this shape, all the sides are joined together. See this one side is missing. So this type of shape is called as open shape. Children, next we are going to calculate some values from right angle. See here, they are asking half of a right angle. What is mean by half? Half means 1/2. What they are asking? Half of a right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. So instead of half, we are writing 1/2. Half means here you have to use the multiplication. So into 90 degree. Okay. Now we are going to divide the 90 degree by 2. If you divide the 90 by 2, you get the answer 45 degrees. So half of the right angle is 45 degrees. Next, half of a straight angle. What is straight angle? 180 degree. Half means 1/2. So you have to multiply the 180 degree by 1/2. 2 is in the denominator. So you have to divide the 180 degree by 2. So if you divide 180 by 2, you get the answer 90 degree. Thus half of the straight angle is 90 degree. Half of the right angle is 45 degree. Okay, children, see the next one. 2 times of right angle. Here they ask the half of. Here they are asking 2 times. Time means you have to multiply. Right angle means 90 degree. So you have to multiply the 90 degree by 2. What is your answer? 180 degree. Straight children, half of the right angle is 45 degree. Half of the straight angle is 90 degree. 2 times of right angle is 180 degree. Suppose if they are asking 3 times of right angle means you have to multiply the 90 by 3 so that you will get 270 degree. Straight children. Next we have to see the remember motion. What is this? You have to remember this relation. What are the relation? 1 year equal to 12 months. 1 day equal to 24 hours. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. These are the things definitely you have to remember. You have the 1 mark based on this. Okay. See the next one. Read the question. Draw the hands of the clock for 9:15 and write what kind of angle made by it. Okay. For that you have to draw the clock and you have to draw the hands of the clock for the given time. What is the given time? 9:15. Okay. Now we are going to draw the hands. Okay. See here. We have to draw the short hand for the hour. Okay. Here the hour is 9. So the short hands point towards the number 9. Okay. So 9 hours. How can you mention the 15 minutes? Here you have to calculate it as 5, 10, 15. So your minute is 15. So you have to draw the minute hand towards the 3. Now the time is 9:15. What type of angle made by these two hands? See here. What type of angle is this? Yes, it is a straight angle. So here you have to write it as straight angle. See here. Now I am drawing the hands like this. What is the time now? This is our hand. This is minute hand. What is the time now? 10 o'clock. And what type of angle this is? This is acute angle. See here. This is our hand and this is minute hand. What is the time now? The hour hand pointing 7. So 7 hour. And minute hand pointing 5. 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the time is 7:15. And what is the angle made by these two hands? Yes, it is acute angle. It's clear, children? Let us read the chapter. How many squares? See here, I have given some hints. By using these hints, you have to find the answer. Okay? Let us read these hints. It is a 4-sided figure. Okay? All the sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. So what is the figure? All the sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree and it is a 4-sided figure. So what is the shape? Yes, it is a square. So in square we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and all the sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. Okay. See the next clue. It is a 4-sided figure. This is also 4-sided figure. Opposite sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. What is it? Yes. Very good. Rectangle. In rectangle, only the opposite sides are equal. Here 6 cm means here also 6 cm. Here 3 cm means here also 3 cm. Thus opposite sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. Okay, based on this you have the 1 mark. So remember this. Okay. Next we are going to do the problems. Okay. See the first one. Find the area on the perimeter of a square. We are going to calculate the area on the perimeter of square. In the question itself they have mentioned using formula. So you have to use the formula. What is the formula for the area of square? You have to remember the formula. Okay, area of square equal to a square units. What is the perimeter of square? 4a units. Okay. Here the value of a is, by seeing the figure, what is the value of a? 3 cm. So you have to write a equal to 3 cm. Area of square equal to a square units. First you have to write the formula. Value of a is 3. So you have to write 3 square. Here you have to square the units. What is the unit here? Centimeter. So you have to write centimeter square. Okay. 3 square means 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. So 9 centimeter. So area of this square is 9 centimeter square. What is the formula to calculate the perimeter of square? 4a units. 4a units. Here the value of a is 2. So substitute the 2 for the a. So 4 into 2 we get 8 centimeter. Thus area equal to 9 centimeter square and perimeter equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. Let us see the second problem here. Find the area and the perimeter of rectangle. In the first sum we have done for square. In the second sum we are calculating the area and the perimeter for rectangle using the formula. What is the formula to calculate the area of rectangle? Length into breadth, that is L into B square units. What is the formula for calculating perimeter of rectangle? 2 into L plus B units. Here the value of L is 6 cm. So you have to write L equal to 6 cm. Value of B, that is breadth, is 2 cm. So you have to write B equal to 2 cm. First we are going to calculate its area. So instead of L you have to substitute the value of L as 6 into value of B is 2. So 6 into 2, 12 centimeter square. Thus area of rectangle, by using the formula we have found out 12 centimeter square. Next we are going to calculate perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle equal to 2 into L plus B units. What is the value of L? 6. What is the value of B? 2. So 6 plus 2. First you have to evaluate this bracket. 6 plus 2 is 8. So you have 2 into 8. Here you have to know the operation is multiplication. Don't add the values. Okay, you have to multiply these two values. So 2 into 8, 16 centimeter. Thus perimeter of rectangle equal to 16 centimeter. Next we are going to see the third sum. Find the area and the perimeter of the following figure. In the question they did not mention use any formula. So you have to do the calculation directly. Okay, see the first diagram. It is a square. So the 4 cm, all the sides are 4 cm only. So you have to write here 4 cm, 4 cm. What is the basic formula to calculate the area? Side into side. For this sum, you may use the formula children. Here you can write a square and substitute the value for a, 4 for a, and you can do the calculation. You can also do the sum directly because they did not mention in the question. So now we are going to do the sum directly. What is the basic formula for calculating area? Side into side. Here one side is 4 cm. All the sides are 4 cm. So in order to derive the area, you have to multiply the two sides. What are the two sides? 4 cm and 4 cm. So we are multiplying 4 cm into 4 cm. So your answer is 4 4s are 16 cm into centimeter square. Thus without using the formula, by using the basic formula for calculating area, that is side to side, we have calculated the area. And what is the formula to find the perimeter of square? 4a. Now we are going to calculate the perimeter without using the formula. So how we can calculate? By adding the length of its all the sides. What are the sides? They are having 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thus you have to add 4 centimeter plus 1, 2, 3, 4 times you have to write 4 centimeter plus 4 centimeter plus 4 centimeter. So 4 plus 4 8, 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 4 16 centimeter. Thus we have calculated the perimeter of the given figure as 16 centimeter. Okay. Next we are going to see the second subdivision. See this figure. What is the shape of this? Yes, it is rectangle. Rectangle means opposite sides are equal. So length of this side is 8 centimeter. Length of this side is 2 centimeters. So we are going to calculate the area of this shape. How can we calculate? By multiplying its two sides. One side is 8 centimeter, other side is 2 centimeters. So 8 centimeter into 2 centimeters. So 8 2s are 16 centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Thus we have calculated the area of this rectangle as 16 centimeter square. Next we are going to calculate the perimeter of this figure. How can we calculate? We have to add the length of the sides of the shape. What are the length? 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 2, 20 centimeter. Here you have to write it, children. I did it orally. Okay. Here you have to write the measurements. 8 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 8 centimeter plus 2 centimeter. Okay. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 2, 20 centimeter. Thus we have calculated the perimeter of the given shape. Okay. See the last one. Find the area of the following shapes. Here we are going to calculate the area of this shape by using the squares. See here, what is the length of this side? 1 centimeter. So this is also 1 centimeter. So what is the area of this small square? Yes, 1 centimeter square. What is the area of this small square? 1 centimeter square. Thus the given shape is divided into a small squares of side 1 centimeter. So area of this each square is 1 centimeter square. So totally we have how many squares? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So area of this shape is 5 centimeter square. Next page. See the next one. Here also the side is 1 centimeter and area of this square is small square is 1 centimeter square. In order to calculate the area, you have to count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So area of this shape is 8 centimeter square. The important thing you have to note in this is definitely you have to write the unit as centimeter square. Here also you have to write centimeter square. In area means you have to write the unit as square unit, centimeter square, meter square, millimeter square like that. For perimeter you just write it as centimeter, meter, millimeter like that you have to write. Okay. Thorough all the three chapters very well and do the sum, practice the sums in your board and give your best in the quarterly examination. Write your best very neatly and clearly. Okay. All the best children. Thank you.